Hi, I'm Juliette Ferguson. People call me Jette the Realtor. I'm here at Sotheby's International Realty today in Carmel, California with Steve Vagnini, and he is our county assessor and clerk recorder here in Monterey County. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you.
So today we're going to talk about Proposition 60.
Proposition 60, one of my favorite propositions. But Proposition 60 basically is, as you know, under Proposition 13, you get to keep your base year value, which allows you to live in the same home without having it reassessed all the time. In 1978, we passed Proposition 13.
My mom was a realtor then.
Assessed out of their homes. So sometimes people want to move, usually as you get older, maybe to downsize into another house, but a lot of people are afraid to move into another house because they have these very low base year values.
Right.
And
they
the
can't
fear
afford
is,
the taxes.
yeah, and their fear is if they're going to buy another place, that their taxes are going to be way higher, even though it's a smaller place.
Right.
So Proposition 60 was passed, and it's if you're 55 years or older, you or your spouse, if you're 55 years older, you get a one-time chance to use this Proposition 60. And that allows you to transfer your existing base year value to another property. Now, there are certain conditions that you have to meet. You have to be your principal residence, and how do we determine your principal residence? You have a homeowner's exemption, or you're eligible for a homeowner's exemption. You don't have to have it, but it has to be your principal residence. You have to sell your house, and then within 2 years, you have to purchase a house of equal or less value.
I just had clients go through this, and your office was wonderful. They went in and talked to folks in the office, and it was very easy for them to just fill out the paperwork.
It's a very simple process. You know, we'll ask for a copy of your identification, like your driver's license. And when I said equal or less value, so you sell a house for $100,000, you can buy a house the first year up to $105,000. So
right.
they give you a 5%
and
bump,
then 10%
escalation.
2 years.
The following year, you get another 5%. So if you buy a house and you buy another house 2 years later, you can buy a house up to 110% of what you sold your property for. And its market value, we check the prices to make sure they're the market and everything like that.
Sure.
You can also buy land and build the house, as long as the
I did not know that.
Yeah, as long as the cost of the land and the house, what the market value would be upon the completion of construction, is equal or less value.
Okay.
Once again, within 2 years. Now.
And it can be simply 1 day later.
1 day later, absolutely.
We called your office to verify that, and we did exactly that 1 day later.
Yeah, and that happens quite frequently. People will buy and they'll sell because you take a chance. You might not be able to find a place within 2 years that meets the criteria.
Sure.
So it's nice to get your ducks lined up and everything set up.
Right.
And it's also important to note, and I lost my train of thought, but it's important to note that you have 3 years to do that. So once you buy your replacement house, some people forget to file. And
but they can
file,
3
but
years later?
You can do it. Okay, I forgot to file Prop 64.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So you have up till 3 years, and I've checked my office to make sure what that 3-year period from the date you sell the house, or I think the date you buy the replacement house. But you have a period of time if you forgot, or you just found out,
or if they just found out.
60.
So this might help somebody that has already done
Yeah,
this.
you may see this video right now and go, why didn't I take advantage of that? Maybe I can still do so. Now, it won't go retroactive.
Okay.
It won't go retroactive.
So you're late, you missed that part.
It'll kick into gear as soon as you file it the following year.
But they may be paying higher taxes, and then at that point they could start back to where they were.
Exactly.
As long as it
won't
was
go
5% or
retroactive,
less.
but they'll go back to where they would have been had they filed. And
that could make a huge difference in somebody's life.
Yeah, and so I said it's a one-time only thing. However, there's exceptions to that. There's 110, which if you took advantage of Prop 60 and then for some reason you become disabled,
Okay.
then there's Proposition 110 kicks into gear.
Okay.
And for somebody who has to get letters from physicians stating they need a house, you are in a 2-story home, and you found a 1-story home that meets the criteria of Prop 60, then you can take advantage of the
A second
same
time. Oh, you're keeping the
transferring base
original.
share value
Okay.
all over again.
I see.
It has to be documented, physician's letter,
Sure.
and demonstrated that. And of course, as we talked about earlier, there's Proposition 90, which Proposition 60 is only if you buy and sell within the same county.
Mhm.
There are 10 counties right now. Most of the counties are large counties: Alameda, Orange, San
I know
Diego,
San Diego, yeah.
Santa Clara. The large counties will allow you to sell a house
In
in
Monterey,
Monterey
and
County
go somewhere else.
and transfer your base year value to Santa Clara County. Say you have your grandchildren living there and you
Mhm.
want to be close to them. And why else would you want to leave Monterey, right?
Exactly.
You know, who would want to leave Monterey? But if there were a case, then you'd be able to do that to other counties.
We have one right now. We're selling a home in Seaside, and she wants to move near her son in San Diego
Yeah,
area.
there you go. And you know, there was a ballot initiative last year.
Mhm.
It went down, it was defeated.
Yes,
That would have
What was that
allowed
number?
all
Proposition.
counties
or-
to do it.
I remember.
And unfortunately, they complicated the proposition, and they went a lot further than just making it across the statewide. They also said that anybody would be able to transfer your base year value, even if you were buying up.
And not just a one-time thing,
Not just
but
a
a
one
forever.
thing. So it was,
No, it was a little overboard,
it was a
maybe.
little bit overboard.
Yeah.
I think that scared the voters
Yeah,
away.
sure.
But it's a wonderful, wonderful benefit for
And
senior
share this with your
citizens.
friends, because they might have purchased a house and downsized, and they might be able to take these benefits now.
Absolutely. And once again, if you have any questions, if there's details, because there's always questions that come up about,
Absolutely.
well, what if this is the case, or this is the case?
I don't know
Call
how
our
you keep
office.
track of all the numbers, the
Yeah.
propositions and the,
Yeah, call our
Amazing.
office and we'll be glad to answer any questions you
thank
might
you
have.
so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. This is Steve Vagnini with the Monterey County Assessor and Clerk Recorder Office.